Hola mis amigos and possible amigas, my name is Taff316 and welcome back to another reaction video. Today, we're going to be reacting to Smart. I've kind of been on an art kick recently. We've recently reacted to Art Attack and then Take Heart, and now we're reacting to this, and it's fitting we do this third because this has relation to both those shows I just mentioned. So, this show, according to what it says here, was formatted similarly to the Tony Hawk programs Take Heart and Heartbeat, and also used the character Morph from 95 to 2005. Morph originated from Take Heart. Excuse me. Let's see. The way it's related to Art Attack is because also, according to what it says here, it was created because the BBC noted the success of Art Attack of our old buddy Neil Buchanan, which started in 1990, and then in 94, they created their own show. Because they're like, kids like art. This show ran all the way from 94 until 2009. It just ended recently. It ran for 16 series, 199 episodes, which triggers me a little bit. You couldn't make it to 200. You couldn't just make 200 episodes and call it a day. Come on, man. You know, this is BBC. There's a ton of people who have uploaded this to YouTube, so I think it should be fine. I don't think I'll have to Vimeo this or anything. It's CBBC. Usually CBBC stuff are fine. Excuse me, I don't know why I can't talk right now. Before I start this, though, and I really, really hate to start this on a bummer note, but I'd be remiss if I did not talk about Mark Speight. So, Mark Speight was one of the original presenters of Smart, and he presented the show for 14 years. Unfortunately, in early January of 2008, Speight found his wife, Natasha Collins, dead in the bathtub of their home. And he was actually originally arrested on suspicion of murder, although he was not charged. And the police quickly quickly removed him from the investigation. About 6 days later, they determined that he had nothing to do with it. In February, he quit Smart due to his, no doubt, depression over losing his wife. Then in early April, it was determined his wife passed away by accidental overdose due to a mix of cocaine and sleeping pills. And then about 5 days later, Speight committed suicide by hanging, and his body was not found until 6 days after that. And that's just fucked up on so many levels. I can't even begin to describe how fucked up that is. Obviously, Speight provided a lot of joy to people through this show. And I think it's important that, you know, again, I've seen the show before, but I don't remember it, and I did not know about the story when I saw it the first time, because it's definitely something I wouldn't forget. And I think it's important to go and look back on what he did to make people happy. You know, this show is how he endeared himself to people, and I think it's important to showcase that, to recognize what he accomplished. And maybe, I'm sure most of you watching this have seen this show as well. Maybe there's someone watching this who hasn't, and in that way we can expose it to people who maybe haven't seen Mark or this show as well. Rest in peace to Mark Speight. And on that note, let's react to this video. Alright, so this episode, by the way, is from Series 6, which according to Wiki was from, I think, October 7th, 1999 to December 23rd, 1999. I had originally, oh, by the way, I think in later series, the show went to 41 minutes. This is about 23 minutes. It went longer, though. I wanted to try to get an earlier episode. Excuse me, I cannot talk down. What's going on in my throat? But, I originally had found a much earlier episode from 2000, well, from Series 2, which was probably from like 95 or something. But the person who uploaded that just pasted a watermark of their name over it. And people can say whatever they want about reaction videos. You can say reaction videos are lazy, but at least I make an attempt to add something to the shows instead of just pasting a giant Imagine if I just uploaded this with nothing and just pasted a giant watermark that says Taff316 in the top right-hand corner and then called it a day. So, I don't know. But let's watch it. Cool. Oh, I almost hit stop recording. That would have been it. What's that?
January 1st, 2000. The millennium bug has wreaked havoc across the Earth. Cities have been laid to waste. Only the sturdiest and lowest forms of life have survived.
God damn it, I didn't ignore that. I didn't do the thing. Start it again.
January 1st, 2000.
Damn
the
it.
millennium bug has wreaked havoc across the earth.
Okay,
Cities
what?
have been laid to
Did you
waste.
say the millennium bug?
Only the sturdiest and lowest forms of life have survived. All hope for the human race rests with the smart rebel sent back in time to the date the bug was first discovered.
Ah, yes. So that's what Y2K really was. It wasn't the computers. It was the bug. Very catchy theme song, I'm not surprised. Nice. It's quite a set. Oh, Lord. Whoa! It's a Terminator, but Mark instead.
Hair gel still holding. Warning, 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 warning.
So, Jay, what
Oh,
are you
shit.
making?
Oh, a cuddly little tortoise. I want to see your tortoise when they check out my millennium bug.
Oh, actually, he's a lot cuter than I thought.
Yeah, well, we'll see who's right by the end of the show, huh? Won't we?
Ooh.
That
Oh,
rhyme.
look what we've done. And you should be more careful. This little fella's megabyte might just be worse than his bark.
Oh, very funny. Well, we're just a few days away from the new millennium. This little chap's been getting a lot of bad press. So I thought I'd show you the cuter, friendlier side of the millennium bug.
He doesn't
Now,
look
this
that
little
cute.
chap started life as a box of matches. Now, you have to empty the contents out because, remember, matches are dangerous. So when you've done that,
This is true.
you spray it black and separate the box from the tray. Then all you have to do is get some plasticine out the back of it and bodge 6 holes down the side. Let me just show you if I just get in there like that.
Always be careful with scissors.
Very carefully, give it a little twist, and there you go. Now you do that 6 times, and then take out the plasticine. Get yourself 3 pairs of straws. You need 6 straws in all. Put them into pairs, and then simply put them inside the box.
Only I had any materials for
I'll just
this.
bring that around here like
I
that.
don't.
Ah, there he is. Look at that. Success. Now you do that one side and then flip it over. There you go. There we are. So now we have the leg mechanism, as you can see there. Now what you have to do, when you've got all your straws in, your finished box will look like that.
Nice.
Paint them silver, and then with additional straws, cut off the ends,
Where would kids
and
get
if you
silver
like,
paint?
extend the legs even
whatever.
more. Now you just have to pinch
Where'd they get black
the end
spray
of the
paint for that
straw
matter?
like that. And there you have all your legs in place, and now you've got your leg movement. Look at that.
pretty neat.
Perfect. So when you've got that far, you put your box to one side, and now you can start working on the tray itself. Now what I've done here is cut away the side like this. If I just show you, give it a little snip, and then run along the side of
Gotcha.
the box.
I don't want to
left.
freak you out, but Terminator Mark is like right
An
behind
area
you.
for a tab, as you can see here. What you have to do then is to strengthen the tray with a lollipop stick like I've got. The teeth, which is very important, are made by an
You have to
offcut
make 'em
of
killer.
cardboard, and then you simply get these crimping shears, which are fantastic, and just snip
Oh,
down
I
the middle,
remember those.
and there you'll
I've
see.
seen some of those since
oopsie,
like
hang on.
elementary
You've
school.
got your top and bottom set of gnashers. Then all you have to do is to put them in the box itself, into the tray and the box, rather, I should say. So you put those just like that with a bit of glue. And if I just put him here, like that. And then what we have to do is to put the bottom tray into the box,
And congrats, you
lollipop
have an
stick
evil
as
bug
well.
that'll destroy humanity.
all bound up with a bit of silver tape. I'll just turn that around like that so you can just see what I'm doing there. Give it a pinch. You'll see now you have that wonderful jaw action and creepy crawly legs.
Nice.
Now what we've got to do is give him some demonic eyes, because he is a millennium bug after all. So what I've got here is this rather clever effect, which has been achieved very simply by getting a strip of black paper.
Oh, I see.
Now if I unroll it like that,
That's pretty cool.
and then roll it back from the outside to the centre, and then give it a pinch either side, like that, you'll see you have these lovely evil eyes, which when you put back on top of the bug, it sets it off a treat.
It's
Now,
pretty evil,
what
bro.
I've added also onto the top is a bit of detail. I've got a bit of old circuitry, but don't go stripping down your stereos at home because you're getting all sorts of bother.
I was
Now, it's
gonna
very nice,
say.
but I think it needs
Where the
a
hell
little
did you
bit
get
more
that?
circuitry.
Warning, warning.
Oh, Lord.
Hair gel destabilizing. Warning.
Hair gel.
What's this? Excellent!
Bruh, no. Bruh.
Smart Software 2000 Limited. A smart chip. What could be better?
Ah, shit. Don't do it.
Right.
No. It's becoming
Excellent.
sentient.
Give me the bug.
Who are you?
I am you from the future.
My
If
God.
that's the case, what's with the dodgy accent and how come your acting is so bad?
The accent is a byproduct of time travel, and in fact, your acting has always been this bad.
Oh,
right.
shit.
Now, give me the bug. The future of the Earth depends on it.
Literally right there. Oh, Lord.
What have you done? It's alive. I'll be back.
Told you it's becoming
Please
sentient.
try and put some emotion into it.
Somebody get more. Alright, well, he'll be back. Top
Hi
of the
there!
tips.
So, are you wondering who's going to be #1 for the new millennium? Well, am I the only one who's noticed that the millennium actually has 1,000 years? So we have another year to go. The real
That's
millennium
Mark
doesn't
on the
start
left.
till
Looks like Hulk Hogan if Hulk
2001.
Hogan went to a disco.
Still, let's not spoil the party. Here's Mark Speight with his Love Bug remix rundown.
Mark Speight.
Up at 5, paint a large matchbox black. Still at 4, pierce 6 holes
That's
along
perfect.
the sides. Hanging around at 3, push 3 tape pairs of bendy straws through the holes and add 6 other silver straws to form the legs. Down to 2, cut grooves out of the sides of the inner box and strengthen with a lolly stick. And the top tip for 99 is to add teeth, eyes, and
I have none of these
circuitry
supplies,
for the
but it looks
brainiest
cool.
bug in town.
And then you put a chip in
that's
it and
the
make it
millennium
sentient.
bug. The end of the world as we know it.
Look at Hulk Hogan, he's killing it.
Pie, isn't he? We'll see you next year. Maybe.
What you gonna do, brother? That Top of the Pops parody. Hey, there he is. Oh, nice. Oh God. Wait a minute. Which one is which? I don't speak Pingu. Yes, I did assume they speak Pingu language. You're fine. What Pingu's
Now,
accent?
Paul has written in
Maybe
wants
he's
to
just
know
cursing
how
me
to
out
draw
the
a
whole time.
fireman putting out a fire. Okay, well, my tip to you is
Morpho
to
was too.
start off with the stick man, who's your skeleton,
Okay.
and try
I can draw
and,
stick man.
I don't know, ask a friend really to stand in a sort of a particular sort of action stance, like I've got here, to get the position correct, and then start adding in a bit of colour. Now, we just put his helmet there, and then the hose just coil around his hands, like that. And then what you want to do for the splash of water, fire it from the hose. And to get the effect, it's actually dousing a fire. You want to
I
just
really wish I was
bounce
good
it
at
off
art.
a harder surface like that.
That's
Just
awesome.
kick it all back, and then add a pool just building up just by his feet. And it's as simple as that, really. There's your fireman putting out a
Nice.
fire.
Now, Janice Tattersall from Dudley has written in, and she asks, how do you copy a picture without tracing it? Now, take a look at this. Here's the image I want to copy. Here's the paper I want to copy it onto. If I
Okay.
stick this onto an old ice cream lid, which is semi-translucent, stick on top the paper and put it in front of an Uncle Poy's lamp, like this. Now you see it, now you don't. Now, all I
That's
have to do
awesome.
then, of course, is just draw around this outer image. Of course, that'll be easy because it's a nice hard surface, and I've copied it. Of
pretty
course, you
sick.
could always do this on a window.
Illuminating. Right, can we have the
Wow.
lights back up, please? It's a momentous occasion. It's the last smart caller of 1999. And it's
Wow.
Adam Ferry from Barnet. Hi, Adam. What would you
Oh, this
like
must have
to
been
know?
last episode,
How
Series
do you
6 then.
draw a computer game?
Mark, can you log on for this one, please?
I'll tell you what I could do is draw a computer character for you, and here's an easy way. If you get yourself a photograph, I've chosen myself here, and basically what
He's
you
an
have
epic
to
gamer.
do is go around all the sort of the rounded edges and just straighten them off. So just practice by getting yourself a photograph, and like I'm doing here, look, going around all like the eyes, so you can just square all those off. It's sort of robotic looking, really. And then you can build yourself up. And there's your answer.
I don't have steady
Thanks,
hands,
Mark.
so I could never
Adam,
do
what
this.
do you make of that?
That's wicked, thank you.
No problem, mate. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye. There.
What?
Now
Oh, shit.
I blend in.
No, you don't.
Oh, yeah, sorry, guys. Have you met,
Terminator?
Me?
Over the series, Smart has introduced you to watercolours, felt pens, acrylics, pastels, ink, in fact, just about
Chalk?
every artistic medium you can think of. But as we approach the new millennium, perhaps it's time to add some artificial intelligence to our art.
Whoa. Oh, Lord!
CD-ROM technology is now so sophisticated that you can virtually paint anything you like on a computer screen. Now, there are loads of CD-ROMs available on the high street, but I've come to Winchester for my
What year was
computer art
Photoshop invented?
conversion.
I honestly don't know.
This is Workhouse, where for the last 7 months,
I thought it was a
talented
church at
team
first.
of programmers, graphic designers, and artists have been perfecting the Smart CD-ROM.
It's pretty neat.
All these elements have been developed, tested, improved,
Whoa.
and retested again.
Showing how the
and
show's
finally
developed during the
put onto
show.
one of these.
That's pretty meta.
So, all that remains is to try it out. Start by
About to
going
break
into
the
the
multiverse
shape
here.
box there and selecting a shape. A rectangle, I think. And then a nice shiny sun. Right, next thing I think is a tree. I'm using the pencil tool at the moment, which is the easiest to draw freehand with, and you can change the thickness of the pencil according to how fine you want your detail to be.
Okay,
I'm going to
digging
do a
it.
fence along the other side here.
That's definitely
Oh,
a
here
fence.
comes Bob. Yes, hello, thank you. On your way. I've got work to do. And where was I?
Wow, so
right,
fucking rude
time
to morph.
colour in the
Fuck.
sky now. And for things like this, huge areas, it's where sponging technique's quite good. That's quite cool. I think I'll do the grass the same way. So let's just... Oh, actually, I think I've gone a little bit too far there. That's the
Yikes.
great thing. You can always press undo. If you're not happy with
Aha!
what you did, you can just go
Technology.
straight back and delete the bit you've just done. There we go. If I
Control
just
Z.
click over here, and you see you can select ready drawn flowers and just click them on like that.
Program probably doesn't exist
Saves
anymore,
time,
but it
doesn't
does.
I
I'm
can
using
never
it.
draw flowers that good. Yes, all right. Don't rush me. I'm just learning with this.
I bet you know what? I wonder what he's saying in his language. Like, did Pingu ever speak a real language ever? Or was it just mumble? Because if not, I bet you Pingu was cursing people out all the time. Same with Morph.
Well, despite Worf, I think I'm finished. Now, I've really experimented here. I've
Evil
played about with
penguin.
all the different
I don't know what
techniques
that is
and
in the
used all
bottom middle. It
icons
looks
along the
terrifying.
bottom. But I have to say, I think my
Bottom right
favourite
did
one
too.
is the sponging technique. So let's get that back up again and try something a little bit more adventurous.
You're making grass? Wow. That's a mountain. Ah, yes. She loves crooked fences. Ah, sheep.
I think I'm finished.
sky's on
And
fire.
here's a neat touch. When you're happy with your picture, you can display it in your very own gallery along with all your other work.
Whoa. Santa. Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
Time now to take a look at your work.
My work?
In the gallery.
Oh, Lord. He's about to have a stroke. Richard Holt, 12. It's a nice boat.
Flossie has produced a fantastic lino
She's
cut.
7? I couldn't draw that now. I'm 21. 3? Still better than what I can do.
Now, this is very effective. If you look closely, you'll be able to see Samantha Seeley's train hurtling through the countryside.
That's pretty sick. These kids are more talented than 13 and all that lamb
The
now.
swan in Claire Lyon's picture really stands out because it hasn't been painted. It's just the white of the paper underneath.
Wow. Nice.
Smart sketchbooks on the way to all our featured artists. And thank you very much to everyone who sent in their artwork over the series.
Oh, shit.
What's going on?
Your TV
It's the
uploaded.
bug. It saw your picture with the silly Santa and now it wants to get onto the internet.
But
Not
this
the
is a
internet.
television screen. It's not a computer monitor.
Hey, it's a bug. No one said it was clever, but it won't give up. See, it's moved on. It'll keep searching till it finds another terminal.
Well, how can we save the world?
We have to destroy the internet.
Remove the smart chip.
Yes?
And... oh, I think it's time for Busy Lizzie, and this week it's a good one.
How do you know that?
I've seen the repeats. Don't forget, I am from the future.
That's true.
Do you have any of these old film canisters hanging around? Well, I've got a brilliant way of using them. Just look at this.
Not anymore.
A underwater totem pole container. Using a strong, non-solvent glue, I've stuck together 3 of the canisters, and I'm just going to pop the 4th one on.
If anybody still has film canisters.
Like that, and then leave it to dry. To give that
You know what to do with them now.
underwater look, I've got 2 different coloured blue paint here. Now I'm going to sponge this onto a totem pole.
I've heard this
starting
background
off
music somewhere.
with the darker colour
I think they use this in
at the
SpongeBob.
bottom,
This background music.
gradually mixing it in to a lighter colour at the top.
Yeah, I've heard this.
Now that the background's nice and dry, it's time to add the detail, starting with a little shoal of fish.
Nice.
It takes a bit of time, but with patience, you can create a really wonderful underwater effect.
How long did that take,
Try it
lady?
yourself. You'll be squids in.
I don't have any film canisters.
Well, I don't care
think
what
anybody
Mark
does.
thinks. I know you're going to want to make this little fella, and you better hurry up because he's due for hibernation soon.
It's a
And
demonic
believe it or
turtle.
not, when he was young, he looked like this. Yes.
What?
A rubber glove. All you need to do is turn it inside out. And then paint this side green, which is very simple.
Yeet.
Once it's dry, dissect it along these lines, cutting the fingers, the thumb, and this panel off. So it should all look like that.
Whoa.
Then get yourself the 2 fingers there.
Looks like pants.
And roll up a nice bit of foil. Bend it into half, like this, and then just insert it into the fingers.
How do you think of these
Now,
things?
this is really handy because you can then open up the legs and they'll stay in the right position.
I always wonder who comes up with this
Fantastic.
stuff.
But what do we
Do
do
the presenters
with
come
the
up
thumb
with
bit?
this?
Well, first of all, we're going to have to make it into
Or are
a
they
face.
given
And to
this?
do that, some eyes are needed. And this is just simply some paper fasteners that I have coloured in with a black pen. So just insert it into 2 little slits into the side of the head that I made with a little pair of scissors and bend them round so they don't just have to fasten paper. Fantastic. Then just put your finger in the
How
mouth
do you
there,
think of this?
like that, and grab yourself one of these.
Please help
Yes,
me.
it's a clothes peg with a pipe cleaner in it.
Ah.
And then just simply pop it into the head and grab hold of the inside of that mouth.
It looks like a fish.
So, he can
Look at him.
talk. Fantastic. Now what we need to do is assemble the rest of the body. So, there's the front
Oh.
legs, here's the back legs.
That
and to
made me
attach it
think
all
of
together,
something.
we
Anybody used to have, like, I used to have this as a kid. It was one of those talking fish where it's, like, mounted to a plank and you put it on the wall and it sings that song. Don't worry. Be happy. Be happy now. Anyone ever have one of them fish that sings that? No? Just me? Okay. Just trying to make conversation.
a last piece of foil around that pipe cleaner and give it a nice squeeze, make it all nice and small. Then what we can do is thread it through that first hole, so the head's in the right place, through the second part of the back legs, and then just wrap it around. So it's all fixed together. But it looks a bit odd with that bit of foil in the middle, so we use this extra piece to go around it and then stick it together underneath with a little bit of tape. But don't worry about that, because no one really sees that. Fantastic. But what about the shell? Now, look at this. paper bowl simply cut with these two bits off. And then what you do is you turn it round and fold it together in the middle. And to attach it, we just need a little bit of masking tape. And then once it's attached, you can turn it over and paint it, which is my favourite bit, because you get a really thick bit of brown acrylic paint out, like this. Spread it on, really has to be thick. And when you finish painting it, turn your brush around, and with the end, score in the markings on the shell.
The presenters have to come up with this
that
stuff, right?
simple.
Because how could he know
Look at that.
these things?
When that dries, it looks like this.
I'd like to think the
Absolutely
presenters come up
the
with
spitting image of a tortoise shell. Then all you have to do, of course, is just slide the body of your tortoise in, and there you go. In fact, he's got a friend, which is a turtle, and he's made out of a builder's glove and a different shaped shell.
Oh, God.
A little tortoise.
Oh, not you as well. The present day Mark's bad enough.
No, they're perfect. They are one of the few creatures that survive in the future.
Oh, what? Is that because of their hard shells?
No, because they make excellent computer programmers. They can't type too well, but in the future, they write software that will help fight the bug's virus. Oh, little fella.
Right, that's it. I've got to be dreaming.
No, Jay, it isn't a dream. Smart
sure
really
isn't.
is giving away all these fabulous prizes. And they
Whoa.
can only just a phone call away if you know the answer to this question.
Okay.
What are the Roman numerals for the year 2000? Are they A, CC, B, XX, or C, MM? If you think you know, then call us on 09001 339944. But don't turn the dream into a nightmare. Get permission first.
Is it XX? I honestly don't know.
Oh, I was dreaming. I thought I was going mad.
Nah.
You are mad, but it wasn't a dream you were
Oh,
seeing.
Lord.
Right, that should do it. Quick. Scarper.
Oh.
Computer!
Oh, God.
Virus!
Shit.
Password required. Password required. Password required.
Jay, what happened? It was a tortoise. He's password protected the computer.
Good job,
Jay,
Tortoise.
the tortoise did what?
Oh, fine. Don't thank me all at once, please.
Did we zap the bug?
Oh, yes,
Respect
the tortoise
the tortoise.
beat the bug to the computer.
The hair of the tortoise, that has to be the worst gag ever.
We'll have thousands more ideas and bad gags for you next millennium, because that's it for this series.
Yes, so if you're glued to art...
Stick with smart. We'll be back soon.
Bye.
Bye. I always
Well,
knew
that's
tortoises
all
would save
for
the world.
Smart.
So the key to saving the planet all along has been tortoises. Well, can't say I saw that coming. Even though I literally decided I knew tortoises would save the world, and I just ruined my own joke. Whatever. But anyway, that was fun. And I enjoyed Terminator Mark. And Jesus, like, I always... I imagine if I watched those as a kid, it would be one of those shows where it's like, I really wish I could do half this shit, but I can't because I'm terrible at art, and I probably didn't have the supplies. But even if I had the supplies, I'd still be terrible at art. And that also completes our art trilogy. We did this, we did Take Heart, and we did Art Attack. I don't know how different... I don't know if I'm going to do Heartbeat, just because I don't know how different Take Heart is from Heartbeat. I don't know if they're like... What if there's like a big difference, then maybe I will do Heartbeat. But I don't know. If there's any ever good... Excuse me, I don't know what the hell's going on with me today. If there's any ever good British art shows, be sure to let me know, because I'm down to do more. You guys, again, seem to be digging the art kicks. The Take Heart and Art Attack videos both did really well. Maybe that'll help me. So... Oh, now I just fucked up my voice. What the fuck is going on here? That's better. Oh, is it? Do I sound normal now? There we go. But if there's any more good art shows, let me know, because I'm digging the art kick. But if that's it, then I hope you guys enjoyed the art trilogy. But that is going to do it for my reaction to Smart. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, be sure to like it. If you didn't like it, don't. If you want to follow any of my social media links, my Twitch where I stream every single day, my second channel for instant views, my Twitter if you want to follow me, my Patreon if you want to support me, or my Vimeo, all those things are in the description. Thank you to all 20 of my Patreons currently listed in the description. I appreciate you guys. For those of you guys who don't know, the reward I'm offering to my Patrons is Those of you who are Patrons, me on Patreon, get to see the reaction videos one day early, and I believe I'm going to start to be doing the reading your comments videos one day early on there as well. So if you want to see the videos early, it could just be for $1. If you want to support me on Patreon, I don't have tiers, so whatever amount of money you support me for, you get to see the videos early. Also in the description, you can find a link to my schedule, where you can see what's going to be posted on the channel every single day. With all that being said, my name is Tortoise. It's been my reaction to Smart, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.